Elizabeth Betsy Ross is the name of the woman who made the first American flag. While the account of her contribution to the design is still questionable today, there is one thing about the current flag of USA that we can be sure of. It was designed by a high school student, and it only got a B-. Hello, and welcome to Curiosity Factor. Today, we're bringing you the unusual story about America's current flag. Who designed it? Why did they make it like that? And how did that design get approved? Keep on watching to know all about it. Before we begin, it's important to mention that whether you believe Betsy Ross made the first American flag or not, the country is at its 27th design. The US flag has been officially modified 26 times since 1777. Its current design, that consists of 13 horizontal red stripes, alternating with white ones, and the 50 white stars in a blue rectangle, has been the longest used version for over 60 years. And surprisingly, the newest version of the flag was designed by a teenager. The story starts in 1958, when history teacher Stanley Pratt asked his class to make anything they wanted and bring it in for a show and tell. At that time, America had 48 states, but there was talk that Alaska and Hawaii might be soon joining the Union. Bob G. Heft, a junior at Lancaster High School in Ohio, began to imagine what the American flag might look like if it had 50 states. One for each state, including Alaska and Hawaii. His inspiration for this show and tell project was none other than Betsy Ross. So Heft got onto work and spent more than 12 hours cutting 50 white stars from iron-on material, adhering the stars to a piece of blue cloth and sewing the new field of stars to his parents' 48-star American flag. This thing alone could have got him into a lot of trouble, as defacing the flag of the United States is punishable by fine and even imprisonment. Luckily, that didn't happen. So when Heft brought this new flag to school, his teacher was not that impressed with it. He actually scolded the student for now knowing how many states they actually had. The risky project got Heft a B-. However, the teacher gave him a chance to improve his grade if he managed to somehow convince the US government to use his flag. The teacher had admitted that he initially said it as a joke, not thinking that Heft would actually go through with it, but the student was relentless. Overall, Bob Heft had written 21 letters to the White House and made 18 phone calls, all in the hopes that the US government would take notice of his new flag design. 2 years later, after Alaska and Hawaii became states, Heft received a surprise call from President Dwight D. Eisenhower with the news he was waiting for. His flag was chosen as the model for the new 50-star flag. On July 4th, 1960, President Eisenhower invited Heft to Washington, D.C. for a flag-raising ceremony at the US Capitol. Even Heft's history teacher was impressed by this unexpected turn of events. He said that, if it's good enough for Washington, it's good enough for me, and changed the student's grade to an A. Heft's 50-star flag was officially displayed for the first time at Fort Henry in Baltimore, Maryland in 1960. After that, the US started displaying the new flag rather than its earlier variant. Since then, the new flag has set a record as the longest tenured US banner. Heft went to work as a professor at Northwest State Community College in Archbald, Ohio, and served as mayor of Napoleon, Ohio. He also became a highly regarded motivational speaker, and he visited the White House 14 times. Always one to think ahead, Heft also designed a 51-star American flag, just in case Washington, D.C. or Puerto Rico became a state. Heft's 51-star flag reportedly has 6 rows of stars alternating between rows of 9 and 8. Heft, who died in 2009 at the age of 67, will be forever known as the student who designed the 50-star American flag and got a B- for it. If you were to redesign your own country's flag, what would you change? Let us know your designs in the comments section below. And if you enjoy learning fun facts and histories, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click that bell icon. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again in our next video.